understanding. So let's go through the concept of rebase. What is rebase? Rebase is also a kind of merge. Okay, but let us understand it with a scenario. Let's say there's a master branch and there were some commits made in here, commit A, commit B. Then I want to create a new branch B2. Okay, so in this B2 branch, like I have created, in this B2 branch, it's just created from master. So obviously it has got the same commits, commit A, commit B. Later on, okay, they were like parallel entities from now on, right? After creating a branch, they're working like two parallel entities. So parallelly development is happening. Here some commit C is made. In the child branch, some commit D is made and the work is going on. So after some time, I realized I want to integrate changes from this master to this B2 branch. What is that integration called as? Integrating changes from one branch to another is called merge, right? So as I merge the changes, I'll see the commit history. I'm seeing the commit history as A, B, and then sorry. Whenever you merge, you might have noticed a new commit ID will be added into the current branch, right? If there is no conflict, it might be the same commit ID, or else if there is a conflict, the ID may differ, ID may change, commit ID may change. But whatever it is, you will notice a new commit ID added or as a topmost or the latest commit ID when you merge. Have you noticed this during your hands-on? You might have observed this. Have you guys noticed it? So a new ID will be added as a topmost commit. How many of you have done the hands-on with the merge? Yesterday we have done the merge concept. So how many of you have done hands-on with it? So if you have done the hands-on, notice it, like it will be same ID or whatever, a new commit ID is added. But I don't want it to get added as a new commit ID just because we are integrating changes. Rather, it should be added into the commit history in a particular order that all the parent commits than the child commits. Means it should follow an order. First, all the parent commits or old commits, whatever you call it, from the parent branch, parent commits or old commits, then the child. Whereas if you merge, you will see something like these two, A, B, are from parent. This is from child. Again, this is from parent, right? So merge shows the parallel development, the actual development, right? But if you want to see, this is called linear development. First parent branch is developed, then child branch. Also, it looks as though you have created a branch at point C, but you have created actually B2 branch at point B. So if you want to have that kind of linear, clean log history, that's called rebase. If you want to have clean, linear log history, that is called rebase. Right, it is also means what is rebase? Rebase is also merge. Functionality wise, it does the same. It integrates changes from one branch to another. Right, but what rebase does? Rebase will help to have the parent changes. On top of it, you will have the child commits. This is what is rebase. So this is the kind of rebase, just the log history would be rewritten. Because at a later point of time, I can easily understand which commits are from parent, which commits are from child. So if you need this kind of log history, yes, that's where rebase comes in. Okay. So this is how rebase works. Yeah, and rebase is only confined. This kind of rebase is confined for local branches, and beginners are want to use it because it's far advanced, and there are chances that the commit history might get corrupted if you don't do it properly. This is very rarely used. There is another type of rebase which is used on remote, which is pull with rebase. We will learn that later. Is this much?
Pretty doubt. So from so far, what you said is rebase helps to merge the changes in an order wise. So if a merge was done post some time, you want to get it back before the previous commit, you can use rebase. Is that right?
Rebase functionality is just to integrate changes from one branch to another. That's all. But you need to have the log history in a particular order. First all the parent commits, then the child commits.
So again, for parent and child, right, finding hard to understand. Like, so the master commits are parent commits.
The main
I have
branch
the
from
same
where
doubt.
you create the main branch from where you create your child. This is the original branch. From this branch I created B2. So this is child and that's parent.
Okay, so every branch of, let's say, every feature branch that we create, so that is a child coming out of the master branch.
It could be anything. It you are creating a feature branch from master, or if you can create a feature branch from if you other dev branch, release branches. It depends.
So
Need
yeah, again,
from
we
it
check out to
need
that
not be
master
always
branch.
master. It need not be always master. It could be from any other branch. You create your new branch. So the original branch from where you create the new branch, that original branch is called parent branch. The new branch you
Uh-huh.
have created is called child branch.
Hmm. Okay. And then so now if we want to merge the child branch changes to the parent branch, then we do rebase.
Integrating changes from one branch to another is always called merge. This merge could be either from parent to child or from child to parent. Yesterday we have merged from child to parent, right? From B1 to
Uh,
that is
yes.
the ideal approach because we develop the new branches, experiment there. If it is working, we then merge it to the original branch. But it could be the case also. Like I missed some of the new commits on the original branch or the parent. So later on,
Hmm.
I may want to get them. You just do not hard code or fix the name of the parent or the child branches. Anything could be parent branch, anything could be a child branch. There are no restrictions. But the general practice is the fixed permanent branches will be serving as parents from where we create our child branches and merge them back to the original branches. But we may sometimes need to get the other commits also. That is also merge. You can do the rebase in any way.
Preeti, one quick question, right? The parent and the master and the child, right? The two branches. It's as we know that these are two branches. It's not always true that they will having the same file, right? Or the commit ID.
Yeah.
Yep. So, how we will understand the thing is when you are saying that we will be following the parent child hierarchy, how we will
Linear
understand that?
development. You have to focus on only linear development. Linear development means what is meant by linear development?
Uh, a linear, as in like one straightforward development, like in a one
Like
branch.
subsequent development, right? Like if anything is added by like after B, like C is added, that would be C would be the linear of B, right? The subsequent development.
Linear development means first develop one branch, then another branch. That's it. First developed
Oh,
branch is parent. Here A is the parent branch, the first branch, from where I created the second branch or the child branch, right? So first A linear development means first all the development should happen in the first branch, then in the second branch. That's all.
okay, okay, okay,
Sometimes your parent could be your B2 also. Child could be master branch.
okay. I got it.
So
Right.
again, Preeti, why is rebase important with you? Like in what
Have a
sort of?
linear log history. If you have to see your log history this way, that's the rebase option you have. You don't want to see the messed up log history. You want to see a clean linear log history. That's where rebase comes in. Like I already
So
mentioned, this is very rarely used. This is only for local branches. The thumb rule is don't use it for socialized branches or public branches, only for local. Also, this is not a regularly used one. There is another type.
Uh,
There
mm.
is another type of rebase used on remote, pull rebase. We will discuss that later. This is also
so
it can be used only for small and simple projects.
just for like clearing the stuff,
Mhm.
if let's say if child branch has AEF, so the merge rebase merge will be ABCEF, right?
Which is parent branch? Your what is your parent
uh,
branch?
the parent, let's say parent master is the master branch, okay, and child B2 is the child branch.
Hmm. So what
Okay,
are the
and B2 has the component AEF, okay, and master has ABC. So the
hmm.
merge would be ABCEF, right?
A B?
If you rebase,
Correct,
Yeah, that would be rebase merge,
correct, correct. Not
right?
rebase.
no
History.
rebase.
Okay, I mean, sorry, rebase. Yeah, linear
Functionality
history.
wise, it is merging, but placing them in
Yeah,
a particular order.
yeah, okay, I got it.
Could you please like give us an example, Preeti, like
Example.
in of rebase that we can show it over the screen, like in
We can
our
do the
workload.
hands-on.
Oh yeah, that has. Okay, you'll show.
If
Okay,
you are clear with it, I'll go for the hands-on.
okay.
So this is the concept of rebase. This type of rebase we don't use it, but we use it with the pull with the rebase. But this is the underlying concept. So hope you understood. It just gives you linear log history, and another thing is it avoids this unnecessary commits. Actually, the latest commit ID indicates the latest commits in that particular branch, right? But we are just getting changes from other branch, so it shouldn't be ideally added as a topmost commit. So if you want to avoid the topmost commits also, you can go for rebase.
Okay. Topmost comments.
So yeah, let me check on which branch I'm on master branch. um, Let me just clear off everything. Git commit minus a master branch changes done. I just will check the log, git status, git log, one line. So you can see a bunch of commits here, right? 10 commits here. So you have 10 commits here. And I just want to get rid of all these commit IDs, right? I just want to follow you with the diagram which I discussed, commit A, commit B. So I just want to have two commits. How to do that? I just want to keep these two. I want this to be the topmost commit ID. I want to get rid of others. What to do?
It's just the viewing, right? One line.
Huh?
Uh, you hit git rebase and the two IDs.
This is the commit history I have, and I want to get rid of these commits, successive commits, and I want this to be the topmost commit.
So you just like
Git
last two
reset
you
hard, this one which we learned in the previous classes. Git reset, I just want this one. I want to go with the clean, simple log history for rebase concept. So I want to get rid of these commit IDs. So git reset hard. I just want to match this with our diagrammatic representation. Let's assume this is A, this is B. Okay, now let's start the concept of rebase. Now I would like to create a branch from this master. Can you help me with the commands how to create a branch?
create branch and branch name.
Yeah, git branch. New branch name is B2 and the parent branch or the
So
original.
the naming can be anything, or it should be a specific format. for the
Any,
branch
usually you
okay.
give some convention depending on what type of branch it is,
Project.
like release
Okay.
or feature and so on. I'm just giving B2 here. So branch is created. You can see the list this way. If it is feature, you may give like this, or release branches or bug fixes. So to indicate the type. So depends on the project's nomenclature. So yeah, I have got the branch created. Okay, perfect. Before going into the branch, I would like to create some other commits on this master branch. So status you can see here, and you can see the git add file 3. Okay, and git commit -am file 3 edit. Git status you can see on branch master, right? Is this much clear, everyone?
Yes, Preeti.
Yep.
So we just made some commits. So consider it's commit A, commit B, commit C as like compare it with our diagram. Now I'm switching to B2, git checkout B2. So here also if you check the log, mm, okay, git log one line. Here there is only commit A, commit 2, obviously like A and B, fine. Now here I'm making some commit. You may edit the existing files also. I'm just making a new file. Same old story, you know the story, right? So it tells you to add, then commit, git commit -am b2 changes or something like this. Done. Git status, clean, good. So now I have here 3 files and this is the log history of b2. Let me get the log history of b2. This is the log history of b2. Now let me get the log history of master as well. A log history of master. Okay. Yeah. Now, if you remember the architectural diagram, this is the commit A, right? Commit B, commit C, correct? And this is the log of B2, commit A, commit B, parallelly development is happening, commit A. Is this much clear for everyone?
Yes, Preeti. Very clear.
And yeah, this is the commit history of master. This is
Master,
the
this is
commit
feature.
history of B2.
B2 feature.
B2 before rebase. Right now, I would like to
Hmm.
see the commit history after rebase, right from master. So what I want the C to come into this branch. I want to integrate, but I don't want to add it as a topmost commit, right? So let's see how it goes. Now, I'm already on B2 branch. So same like merge command, git rebase. The source is master. Destination you may write B2 or it's optional because you're already on B2. So this is the command. This is the syntax for merge or rebase. Git merge source destination. Same is with the rebase also. Git rebase source destination. Destination is optional if you are already on the destination branch. I'm already in the destination branch. So can you see here successfully rebased? Okay. My point is, of course, I know. See here, I got file 3, but my interest is commit history. Of master wouldn't be affected because it's a source. So let's check the log of B2. I'm already on B2. So this is the commit history of B2. Commit history of B2, and you can check here. This is same A, this is B. See, where is it sitting? It's not added as topmost. Rather, it was added in between B and D. Understood? It was not added like this as a topmost. Rather, it got added here. The C got added here. Understood? If it could have added here as a topmost, see if it is added above B, above D, that is called merge. But as it is added here, that's called rebase. Understood now?
Yes, yes, Preeti. So,
Yes.
what will happen in master?
Source will not be affected, right? Either it is in rebase or merge, source branch will not be affected. You are getting something from source to destination. So destination is always affected.
Okay, got it.
In the merge concepts yesterday, we learned that as well. Your source wouldn't be affected. Destination is the one which is affected. And C came in between B and D. Do you see that? So when you check the log history, you would see that, okay, first to ABC, parent commits. See here. First parent commits means the original branch. It looks as though maybe I might have created B2 at commit C. Right? Isn't it giving that impression? Then child commits. This is called linear log history. And it's avoiding unnecessary commits as a topmost commits into the current branch. C is not added as topmost because it's not. It's not actually the latest in that branch. D is the latest in that branch originally. Understood means it avoids the latest commits adding into the current branch whenever you merge. A similar thing is also applicable on remote.
So, Preeti, one quick question. So, as we are seeing here, so the commit ID have changed for the rebase, right?
Commit, correct. ID will change, but see the order. The message, commit message also remains same. Yes, ID will change.
Okay.
But what is
So,
important is linear order. Initially, all the
yeah, order will be. So here is the question. Let's say if we had like uh, EDBA in the B2, right? And we have the same commit ID
come
ABC in the
again, please.
master.
Come again, please. Come again. I am slow.
So let's say if we have in B2, we have A, B, D, and E. Okay,
Hmm.
D and E.
Hmm.
And master has the same commit ID as it is. So when we do rebase, so both D and E commit ID will be changed, or only the first one in the destination.
Is this you're saying ABDA, ABDA?
In master, it will be ABC, the same as it is right now. So after rebase, it would be A, B, C, D, and E, right?
Correct.
So D and E commit ID will be changed in the destination, or it will be same. Oh,
IDs will change. IDs will change.
okay, okay.
And it's
For
like
only for the destination, right?
the merge also same, right? Is destination getting affected when you merge? Do merge?
Yep, yep. Because
Destination changes
I
are
thought, yeah,
destination will not be impacted when you merge, right? Sorry, destination is impacted. I'm sorry. Source is not impacted, right? Same is the case here.
yeah,
You're bringing
okay,
changes from source, so source wouldn't be affected.
okay.
And also,
Can we revert the rebase?
rebase is also merge, like right functionality wise. So you got this commit ID created. Revert means you revert that ID. That's it. You have to revert this ID or revert this ID if you don't want it. That's all.
And the previous original ID would appear. Is that the case?
See, revert concept. Are you there in the class when we discussed revert?
The second class, right? Uh,
Whenever I don't remember the number, are you available for revert?
yes,
Whenever
yes.
you revert, another commit ID will be added, right? So suppose I don't want this C, I'll use git revert commit C. So it will undo the changes here and then it will create another commit ID into this branch as a latest one it will add here. See, just to understand, merge is rebase is like a merge. Can merge be reverted? Reverting merge means you have to revert that particular commit ID if you don't want that to get integrated. Same is the case here. And
Yes,
all
Preeti.
the parent commits will be added as per the timestamp and then the child commits as per the timestamp. Like DE. So DE will be added here. Any more
So
questions? Go
what
on.
I'm understanding is like the IDs, right? The IDs
Mm.
are generated for every change that we do on the file.
For every commit you make, not changes on the file, for every commits you make, commit ID will be generated.
And using that ID, we can then manipulate the file if we want to delete or like revert it back or rebase it just with that ID. So ID
Using
is like,
the, using the commit ID, you can do a revert or reset. Means whatever went into that commit ID will be taken care by as per the commands you run.
okay, got it.
Any more questions from anyone? For anyone new to this class, like this is our day 4 or day 3, day 4, I think, day 4 of a Git. If anyone new to this class, please revisit the recordings of yesterday's and day before's where we have came to this point in a structural way, covering each thing elaboratively. I definitely understand people, you might be, some of you might be available for all the classes, but still, yeah, definitely there needs a lot of revisiting, reviewing, and revising the concepts needed to understand them thoroughly. So please go through them once again. Okay, if any questions, reach out to me. Feel free to reach out to me. Okay, so this is the concept of rebase. Uh, Hope this is clear for all of you.
Preeti, can we rebase the changes from child to parent?
You can, anyway, you can do. In that case, what happens? First, all the child comments, then the parent comments. Right?
Got it. Yes, yes.
Yeah, okay. All right. So this is the rebase. This is more than enough. You don't have to go into more depth of it because, like I told you, we use it very rarely. It's because it's a merge. You'll also get conflicts during rebase and a lot of stuff. That's not all needed. What to do the hands-on also. Just understand the concept. We use another type of rebase which we should actually focus on, which is pull with rebase, where we'll use our remote repositories and conflicts with the rebase scenarios. Those will cover. Okay. So this is about rebase and till now we were on local repositories. If you recollect, we were still on local, right? Let me bring up the architecture of Git. So we are still on its local yellow box, right? Now we have to go to remote repositories. What is a remote repository, by the way? Remote repository is an online management system which can host all the local repositories like Git, right? Examples are Bitbucket, GitHub, GitLab, all of them can serve like a remote repositories. GitHub, Bitbucket are very similar. You don't need any second thought or exploring or learning if you know one tool. They're very much similar. So companies, some of them uses GitHub, some of them uses Bitbucket, some companies may use both. So I have experience using both of them. They are pretty similar, very similar. Okay, so now we can go and create a free account on GitHub. Okay, just go to github.com and create a free account. Okay, we will do that. So I got some requests about enabling the chart. See, Zoom chart is always enabled. Okay, I don't have to enable it explicitly. It is enabled. Check once where you can see the option. Yeah, you can chat with, you can send the message in the Zoom chat, and those messages would be received by me or the co-host. Talking to others in the class is not allowed. You can post the messages to me or the co-host. That is the purpose of the Zoom chat, so that we'll clarify your queries through the chat window also. All right, so it's already enabled and you can all use it. Yeah, thanks, Abhishek. All right. Okay, so this is the repository where I can create some repository. Like, okay, let me take a step back. This is my local repository, right? Let's suppose I'm done with my work. If you remember, we created a local repository using Git init and developed this, right? So now I am good to share with my colleagues, my team. I want to push this to remote. So you need an address on remote. So go to github.com, create a free account. This is the username PreetiD I have created. Go and create a repository. Let me delete some repositories which I'm not using. I'm just cleaning up, ignore this place. This is how you can delete the repository. Mm. Let me delete this as well. Okay, so these are the report. Now I'm creating a repository because if you want to push the code, you need an address. You need some address location to push, right? So repo one. So create the repository. So this is the repo one created, right? Copy this link. That's a repository where we'll push. So how do you connect this local with the remote? Git remote add origin, right? What is origin? Origin is a keyword or alias name or a variable name, whatever you call it, assigning this URL to origin. From now onwards, I'll refer this remote address with origin rather than actually using the complete address, right? So git remote add origin. Okay, the URL is added. How do you know if it's added? Git remote minus v means verbose. You can see that is added. Okay, fine. Now if you want to push, git push origin master, whatever branch you want. See, it wouldn't be this way when you want to push. It will prompt for the credentials for the first time because it's not first time for me on my laptop. It's not showing it. So git push origin master. Right, it will ask for credentials. Which credentials would you put here? Which credentials would you?
When you mean credential, right? Like we did not set up any security measures here, right? So it will not ask. Is that right?
Sorry, got disconnected. Can you see the screen now?
Yes.
It got disconnected. Okay, it will ask for the credentials. What credentials we would provide here? And by the way, before that, 1 second. If I refresh this, I should be seeing the master branch pushed. Do you see the master branch pushed? All the files, all the commit history, everything is available. But it will prompt for credentials to do a push. What credentials would you provide there? You have to provide the
Username.
credit. Yeah,
Username.
username, provide this, the username, but password is not the general password because the normal authentication method is deprecated. You have to log in with the personal access tokens. How do you generate that personal access tokens? Go to settings here. In this settings, again, you will see developer settings, right? In this developer settings, personal access tokens and the classic ones, right? Generate the new token, classic one, generate the token here and give some name to the token demo or whatever. And the scope is for repos. We need to have access, personal access tokens, functional like ordinary auth access token. They can be used instead of password for Git or HTTPS and other protocols. Generate the token. And it will be available only for the first time you can see it. Copy and store it. You will never see that again. I have already created one token and I am using it. Also, it will prompt only once for the system. So I already have it, so it's not prompting. I'm deleting it because I already have one. I can't see that token anymore. Okay. Hope that's clear. This is important because when you are doing hands-on, people come back trying with password and struggling. So please keep this noted. You shouldn't use your regular username and username can be anything. Maybe your actual GitHub username or any random name. Token name is also fine. But the personal access token should be given as a password. Okay,
Yes, very.
right. So this is how you do a push. Let's say I want to push another branch. Git push origin B1. Oh, B1 is not there. The branch name is feature B1. So give the branch name properly. Feature B1. Okay, it should push here. See, you can see two branches in this drop down. Refresh it. Hmm. Okay, two branches. You can see here also two branches and the commit history. Right? So if you want to switch and see the other branch, just select here. All the files of that branch will be seen here. This is the way you push them and the simple commands. If you want to push B2 also, get to push origin B2. Everything is pushed, right? All the three branches were pushed. Git, mm, Git branch, you can see all the branches here, right? So till now we have seen creating a branches, but we haven't seen deleting them, right? How do you delete the branch? Let's say I want to delete a branch. Git branch minus D because branches could be temporary, right? For experiment, I might have created later on. I want to delete it. Git branch minus D. See, it tells you this branch is not fully merged. Do you still want to delete it? What happens if you delete the branch which is not fully merged? What happens?
The unsaved changes will be lost.
Right, if you don't merge it, the changes may be lost. So it's giving you a warning or a clue. What you have to do? You have to use capital D to delete. So now the branch is gone. Means you're confirming with capital D even though it's unmerged, deleted. Only two branches. Is it deleted from remote also? In remote, it is not, it is still there. Because the delete which I did is only on local. How do I delete from remote? If you want to delete any branch on remote, how do you do that? There are multiple ways to do that. You can go to the branch list. See here, you will see delete option. You can delete it. Pretty straightforward. Or else, if you want to push the delete from here also, you can do. Like you can delete from here. Means you will push the delete from here. With the command git push origin -t.
So,
This
Preeti, when we create the scripts, right? So
just
we
a
can
second.
create.
1 second. Give me
Okay.
1 second. Let me finish this. See, this is how you can delete from remote. The branch name is feature B2. Right? So git push origin means it will delete from the origin. From your local. Sorry, the branch name is B1. I'm sorry. Okay, now if you see here, there should be only 2 branches left. See, B1 is gone. Only 2 branches. That's the way you can delete from remote, either from the UI or from the command, from your CLI command executed from your local. By the way, here also it's gone anyway. We deleted it. Yes, Neha, go on, please.
Yeah. So in this case, the scenario in the day-to-day life, we can do one thing, like we can create the scripts, a series of scripts and one branch, and push it over to the GitHub to store it as a repository, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So we will create the script on the VS Code under
Hmm.
branches, and those will be pushed to the repo in the GitHub, right?
Correct.
Okay.
This is the complete flow. You write your Terraform manifest, Terraform configuration files, Kubernetes manifest files in your project, or Jenkins file maybe in your local. This way you test it and then push to your respective remote repositories. And from there, whenever, like we learned, whenever there's a commit on remote repository, it will trigger the pipeline, right? We have seen, oh, sorry, we haven't covered that yet. Jenkins is not started, sorry. Confused with other batch. So yeah, whenever there's a commit on your remote repository, means here, this remote will be connected to Jenkins. So whenever there's a commit here, also Jenkins file we did not cover, my bad, I'm just confused. So whenever you make a commit to your DevOps files or your pipeline files and all, it will trigger the pipeline. We'll configure all of that step by step.
Okay. Got it.
So this is how you work. And you remember this is the use case where we assume there's nothing on remote. We created or developed locally. Then we are pushing it to remote, right? So let us push this to remote. I mean to say, let's take up the second use case. Means assume there's something already on remote. Like see, these are all the different projects. Okay, I might be having something here, a demo project, whatever. Now I just want to use it, right? So, meaning I joined the project. It's a 6-year-old project. Now I joined it. I want to get a copy from remote and create a local. You remember the second use case, right? There are 2 ways you can create local repos. One is assuming there's nothing on remote, you create from scratch in the local, push to remote like we did today. Or else take some existing project. I want to take a new one but with a dummy file, add a readme file. See here, add dummy readme also. Assume, why I'm adding dummy readme is to assume that okay, there were some 10 files, 10 commits. It's not an empty one, right? You may take some other projects with 10 comments or whatever. We just need some existing project. Now I joined the team as a new member. I want to copy it and create a local repository. How do I do that? Go to code, get this HTTPS link. Now, this is already Git demo is already a local repository. Come out of it. On the desktop, I'm cloning this. Git clone. What is meant by them? What is the dictionary meaning of clone?
Will clone the repository.
Copy.
Clone means copying,
Exact
right?
Copy.
copy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exact copy, right? That's the same thing happens here as well. It's an exact copy. It's an exact copy where you get this folder created. It will be a folder created called repo2, which is nothing but a local repo like git demo. It will copy everything from scratch. See, cloning into, you will see this folder repo2. You can see all the files, of course, readme, all the commits. Interesting part is do the hidden files, you will see .git. Do you remember whichever folder has .git means it's a local repository? Do you remember that? So here on my desktop, I have how many local repositories? Two local repositories. This is created with because there's nothing on remote git in it. Okay, .git is created, then we develop the files and all. This is created by git clone. Okay, this will also have .git. Again, work is as usual. You create files, add, commit, push to remote and so on. Same story. In this repo, if you want to connect to remote, you have to do git remote add origin the URL. Here already it's connected. You don't have to do this. Because you did git clone with the URL, if you run this, you will already see it is connected. Understood? You can do git push anything. Am I clear?
Yes, Preeti.
Yes.
Git push origin. Here also same, but you don't have to run that remote add origin separately because when you do clone, origin is set. Both serves like a same again, right? So I shown you creating repository with clone also. It's a repo too. Let me open that also in the Explorer on the desktop repo too. You can see only readme, right? Launch the terminal. Your terminal will be launched here. You are on repo 2. Only one branch. As it was created from the UI, branch name will be main. Anything is fine. Either name is main or master, or that's a default or the main branch. Now you can develop your files here, push them just like any other repository. Right? Same old story. Because it's a normal repository. Get normal local repository. Git commit minus am on local. Okay. And then git push origin main. Earlier only readme was there, but now if you refresh, you should see some other change. Right? File 1 is there. Is that making sense? So this is where multiple people will collaborate. Let's suppose some other colleague or team member is making changes. Means they will have, like, let's assume we are all a team of 10 people, right? You everyone will have this setup on your own system and you will push here. Right? So assuming someone else pushed, I'm creating it from the UI. Let's say file2.txt. Some dummy lines. I'm doing it from the UI. Generally, people wouldn't do it from the UI. They will have their own code base using Visual Studio Code or some good editors and then push here. Okay, just for our example, this is that. Do you think this file and commit are available in my local?
No.
No.
No, right? No, I just cloned it, but it's a copy when I cloned it. Later on, many people, many collaborators might be doing their changes there. So if you want to get the updates, git pull origin main. Till now we did pull the updates because I might have cloned 10 days back. During this 10 days, so many commits will be there. If you want to get all the updates, git pull origin. Of course, this pull don't need credentials if it's a public repository. If it's a private, pull also needs credentials. See, file 2 got appeared here. Also, you can see the commit. Commit also will be pulled, right?
Uh, okay, so one quick question, Priti. So when we do it with the UI, we will simply add the file and it will be committed there. We don't need to
Mm,
do anything.
right.
Okay.
Have the
Like the
options from.
way we do the way we do in the code editor, we
Mhm.
firstly create the file, add the file
Here
and
also we
then
are
commit it.
Here also we are creating, or you can upload if any file is already there. You don't have to do add and commit. This is from the
Yeah,
UI, right? You just have
yeah.
to do,
It will be
or
directly committed.
right. Let's assume someone else is making some changes here. Okay. Commit the change. This is not your version control Git. Okay. This is a GitHub. So this is how you commit on it. So file 3 is created. Do we have that in our local? Definitely no. You have to do a pull.
No.
I will show you another command which sounds and looks similar. Fetch. What does it mean? When you run fetch, it tells you there were some updates. That's it. You don't see the change here. Do you see that? You don't get the file. Means fetch will
Yeah.
just tell you there were some updates on remote, but it will not merge. Why I'm calling it merge? Earlier we were talking about merge within local branches, right? But now when I say merge, it's from remote to local. Correct? I'm trying to pull. Pull is a merge. Push is also a merge. Isn't it?
Yes.
You're getting changes from remote to local. So git fetch origin, it will not do a merge. What you have to do, pull. Pull is the one which does the action. See, you got it. Right? So these are the three commands which looks and sounds similar but all are different. Clone, pull, and fetch. How are they different?
Fetch will not
So
clone the repo from remote to local, but pull will do. And cloning is cloning our local repository to remote repository.
Clone is only for the first time you do
Clone.
it. It will
Yeah, from
create local repository including .git only for the first time. Later on, you will not do clone. It will not allow you. Okay,
mm,
pull is like to get the updates. Means it will merge it into local from remote. From remote, it will merge into local. Fetch is like it will not merge. It will show updates on remote which you don't have locally. That's it. It will show, that's it. It will not do any action.
got it.
Right? So
Mm.
fetch plus merge is a pull. Pull equal to fetch plus merge. Right? This is important from the point of interview also. Pull, fetch, and clone. And then we have the scenarios of conflicts on remote. Pull with rebase. Uh, yeah, those are the.
1 second, please. Merge, pull is fetch and merge, right? So merge is again merging of two branches, contents between two branches.
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
But show update on remote side, like again remote. Uh, so it is limited to different remote servers, right? So in some servers like Gerrit, there is nothing we can remotely make changes there. So fetch will not be there in that case
Fetch will be there like pull. Fetch is just telling you there were some updates. That's it. If there
on
were
the
no
remote.
updates, tell you. On remote. Origin means remote, right? Git fetch origin from remote. If you want to see the updates, if there are any updates on remote, that's the pull.
remote here means the repo, not the server. I think it's not server. It's a repository like a GitHub.
No, no, no. That is a
In
server.
some cases, there could be servers also where they'll create their remote repositories.
Okay.
Only these they can have their own repositories hosted there. So this is
Okay.
the remote repository where you share all the work. And the conflicts on remote pull with rebase, we shall pick up that in the next class, and also we'll get started creating getting into the Linux basics and create a free AWS account in the next class. This completes Git. Git
Okay.
completed means completing Git with respect to managing our project, managing our files. There is another aspect of Git, integrating it with our pipelines, right? CI/CD pipeline. That aspect we'll learn once we get started with Jenkins, because we need Jenkins to integrate and create the pipeline. So we'll put the Git till this part, like which is done, and then we'll start with Linux, get started with Jenkins. Again, we'll revisit the topics of Git where we'll do integration by creating CI/CD pipelines. That's another aspect we should learn with Git.
So we will start Linux tomorrow.
Yes. We have
Okay.
few more things on this remote repositories. We'll do that and then we'll get started with Linux basics tomorrow.
Okay.
Preeti, how about a project like, would you, help us create a project and then, work around that project by using Jenkins and Git?
Yes, we will do that when we start the pipelines. First, you need to know Jenkins, right, before creating pipelines on the project. So that's what we are going.
So, like, when
These
you
are
say project, right, what are we gonna work on? Like, what should we look forward to?
We will be creating our CI/CD pipelines on the microservice applications and a monolithic applications. First, we'll get started with the monolithic application, where we'll take some source code written by developers and create pipelines on top of it.
Like, like there should be a big picture for that project, right? What is it about?
Sorry, come again.
Like, what will the project be? What are we working towards? Like, what will we
Towards
learn? And
CI/CD pipelines, where we'll learn about continuous builds, continuous testing, continuous code reviews in the pipeline, and we'll be also talking about continuous deployments, integrating containerization concepts, and then infrastructure provisioning with Terraform. These are all the things we will be learning in the pipeline. I think this also I covered in the day one class. For people who ever missed your day one, this is the what we will be covering.
so,
This is the
again,
CIC.
like, no, the project will be towards developing a website.
We don't develop the website, right? Website is we don't develop the code or we don't develop the projects. This is about once code is written by developers, creating the pipeline is our project as a DevOps engineer. This is our project. Why would you need to develop the website?
I mean,
You are
uh,
not a developer, right? Why should you develop the website?
okay, then
These
okay,
guys,
fine. Hmm.
these guys, they will develop the website. They'll develop the application. They'll be writing the code. Once their code is done, we will work as a DevOps engineer to take it to production this way by doing continuous. This is our project: continuous builds, continuous testing, continuous deployment, monitoring, and then deploy to production servers. This is what we do. This is our DevOps project. We will
So we
learn
are taking
Jenkins.
the code developed by developers who have developed what exactly?
Right. Developers will be developing the
No,
application.
like what have they developed that we are picking that code and building the pipelines out?
Monolithic
Um.
one and microservice one, like I mentioned. Monolithic one is a Java Maven project. Microservice one will be PHP DB based.
Okay, okay, got it.
Any more questions from anyone?
No, I'm all
So
good.
Thank you, Neha, for confirming. This is where we were. We were learning Git. Developers will write the code and place it in Git. You should know how to pull it through automatic triggers and trigger this pipeline. That's one reason for learning it. Another reason is, as a DevOps engineer, you should also do the same. Like DevOps developer project, you do have your own project, like to implement continuous builds. Okay, to implement continuous testing or to implement containerization and deployments and monitoring, you do have your own configuration files. To manage them as well, you need a project. You need Git. So that's the
One
reason for
of
learning
the
it.
yeah,
We
one of
are
the best.
we are on the first box here. Let me finish and then you can go with your queries. So we are on the first box here on this first stage. We'll zoom into every section and we'll proceed. Like we learned Git from basics till advanced, the same we'll do for every tool and we'll complete this pipeline step by step. Yeah, go on, please.
Yeah, I'm just giving an example. I think the way we can create a PowerShell script to create a Windows build, and through
Mm.
Jenkins we can create a CI/CD so that that build can be automated and deployed in the production, right?
Oh, yeah, right. All right then. So we need to get started with Jenkins because that's a continuous integration tool where we integrate different tools and create these stages. We need to know Jenkins. So we can install Jenkins again on different operating systems, but we will choose Linux. The reason also I'll tell you. So where we'll get started with Linux basics, set up Jenkins and get started building this pipeline with a code base available, which is a first, we'll get started with the monolithic one, then we'll go with the microservice PHP applications. Okay. And I request whoever missed the previous classes, please revisit those sessions once again. Okay, revisit those classes so that you can connect the dots. Of course, we connect the dots and you get the complete picture by the end of the course only because these are huge topics which need some amount of time to complete through. So, yeah, we will cover step by step and you will get a clarity by the time we finish the course. But the previous classes will definitely help you to know the agenda. So go through the overview, the first demo class, the first one where we had a high level picture of DevOps and then the Git. Go through this, complete your hands-on, and I'm showing you again for the people who ever joined today. There were new participants today. So let me just show you. Here is the lab guidance, the lab assignments you should do. See, once you register, you get the LMS, the Learning Management System, where your recordings will be available. By now, every one of you got the access, I believe, right? So there are the class recordings posted every day. Also, the lab assignments and the quiz available for you to do the hands-on. Okay, go to the program and this LMS is the one which will help you. Right, go to Git. Everyday class recording is uploaded here with the lab exercise and quiz. The lab exercise and the quiz. And also the interview questions relevant to the particular day. Please complete them on time. We are seeing the results when people submit the quiz. Also retake the quiz to validate your learnings. That is very important. Lab notes also available if you want a detailed in the PDF format for the lab assignments. Any other questions from anyone?
Preeti, that I did one quiz today. So in that,
Hmm?
it's like Git is like both distributed and version like centralized, right?
Git,
The
come
first.
again.
So the question was, is the what is like the version control is like, is it centralized or like distributed was a question. I
Is it
put
about
both.
Git or is it about general?
Day one quiz.
Okay. I don't see it in day one. Sorry.
Quiz. No, 1 second. I have the recording. What is Git? Which type of VCS is a Git? Git one basic question on Git.
Okay, this one.
This. Yes.
One, before I answer your question, there are quiz relevant to the particular day as well as there are different quiz and quiz portal. That is for your advantage. You can use both of them. So in this Git one, what type of VCS is Git? Yeah, can anyone answer this question? Okay, Abhishek has the answer is both. So how about others? Any answers from anyone else? Which type of version control system is Git? Is it a centralized version control system or distributed version control system or a local version control system, or it can work as both?
It actually works as both. I actually first put it as distributed version because I remember you telling that, but then just to satisfy, I copy pasted this on Google. It said both, so I went with both and I got the wrong answer.
It is a both, as we covered this topic in our day one. It's not both, it's a distributed version control system. Distribute types of version control systems are two based on the category. Git works as a distributed version control system, not a centralized one. So
Uh,
this is the architecture we discussed for centralized and distributed as well. So you can go through it.
right, I remember. Okay, it's distributed.
Yeah. Any other questions from anyone? Please do revisit the recordings, okay, and take up the quiz. So you'll also register that way better. So that is all I have. Any other questions I can take up? Otherwise, we'll close here for today. Any more queries from anyone?
No, Prati.
All right then. All right then. Thanks everyone. Good day. See you all tomorrow. Bye
Thank you.
everyone.
Have a good day. Bye.